Yes, people, week 10 preview episode. Game week starts tonight, 8 p.m. kickoff, so make sure you get your lineups in and set early. And that game tonight is Crystal Palace versus Tottenham Hotspur. Crystal Palace 19% chance of a clean sheet, Tottenham 32% chance. And Richarlison has been a man in form lately. He's had 2 returns in his last 3 games, over 2 points, and that is what we've been looking for. He's someone that is a midfielder, got drafted and started in the season at number 9, moved on to the left wing, and Son's gone 9, and it's really worked out well for him. So I expect him to carry on good form. Crystal Palace should be noted. This is a tough game, but I am looking to get Crystal Palace assets in as they've got 3 lovely fixtures after this one. So maybe get some defenders in or Mateta as a forward, and in the coming weeks should be paying dividends. The next game, Chelsea versus Brentford, little West London derby for you. Mykhailo Mudryk finally looks like he may be turning into the player that Chelsea hoped he would be. A 42% chance of a clean sheet as well at Chelsea. Their defensive record at home has been absolutely stellar this season. And Brentford, still missing Ivan Toney, so the goal threat is less, but set piece always key at Brentford. Jensen is the man for them. I don't think Brentford assets, bar that, you really want to have in this game. Arsenal, Sheffield United. Obviously, we should all be staying away from Sheffield United assets anyway, but especially away at Arsenal, going to be one of the toughest games of the season. Arsenal, you should be happy starting absolutely any Arsenal assets you have. Bukayo Saka, I think, will be having a good day. The next game, Bournemouth versus Burnley, should be a big 6-pointer at the bottom of the table. Dominic Solanke, I think, may be able to break this Burnley team down, but do not discount Lyle Foster for Burnley. Bournemouth have not been great this season. Burnley, it could be a big win for them. I think it could be. The next game, Wolves versus Newcastle. Obviously, Wolves have had a very, very good start to the season, and Cunha finally getting himself on the score sheet again for the second time this season. But Newcastle, different beast. They have been playing midweek, obviously, in the Champions League, but still with no Sven Botman. Lascelles should be starting, could be someone for you to pick up in this game. The next game, West Ham United versus Everton. West Ham have the best fixtures coming up in the next 4 game weeks. So I'm going for defence. West Ham, I think, should keep a clean sheet in this game. Obviously, Everton, their XG is very high, but it's the goal conversion that we keep talking about is not quite there. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is obviously back in the team, but was not converting as of late. So we'll see if that can change. And in my pickup video, I did talk about Kudus. He did play in midweek, so we should see Souček back in this game. But I wouldn't be surprised if going forward, Kudus takes the starting spot. The next game, Aston Villa versus Luton. Obviously, Luton very, very poor this season. Aston Villa flying Ollie Watkins, obviously, I think, second best point scorer behind Mo Salah and Douglas Luiz. Probably everybody's been trying to get Douglas Luiz in at the moment. Obviously, 5 goals already this season. I talked about him in my pickup video earlier this week. But any Aston Villa assets definitely be starting. Next game, Brighton versus Fulham. And I talked about Adingra, who is down there at the bottom in my pickup video, so I won't touch on him. But the rest of Brighton, I would be pretty happy starting all assets top and bottom of the pitch. Fulham, very interesting one in the number 9 position. Obviously, Vinicius looked like he took over from Raul Jimenez, but he did only get 45 minutes in their most recent outing against Spurs on Monday night. So it's going to be interesting to see if he sticks with Vinicius or goes back to Raul Jimenez in the 9 position. The next game, Liverpool versus Forest. Simicast, I told everyone to pick up last week. Obviously, Liverpool got the clean sheet, and I can only see the same happening again this week. I think it will be the same team, same setup. I'll be very happy starting all Liverpool assets. In terms of Forest, obviously, Chris Wood looks like he's going to be starting again this week. So another player that you could look to get in, but bar that, I probably wouldn't start any of them anyway. So stay away. And obviously, to wrap things up, the North London derby on the Super Sunday. Manchester United versus Manchester City. I've put Marcus Rashford at the bottom because this is a game I think he really needs to step up in. He needs to step up this season. And in a massive game like this, I'm wanting him to produce. Bruno Fernandes, people like that. Manchester City, obviously, you can start all their assets no matter who they play, home or away. Manchester United, we've obviously got some question marks. Hodgland's been unbelievable for them. The back line has been rocky, but Harry Maguire seems to have scored midweek somehow and pulled them back, and so has Onana. So maybe fortunes are turning for the Red Devils, but we will see. Anyway, guys, just a quick one this week. Obviously, 8 p.m. kickoff tonight in the UK. So just getting this out very quickly for you guys to help you set your lineups. Maybe give you some tips on people to pick up last minute if you need them. So give it a like if you enjoyed. Comment below, on what your thoughts are on these games, and also give it a subscribe if you want to keep up with the top 5 pickups every week and a preview episode. Cheers, guys. Win your game weeks.